Every single camera bag is suffering from the exact same problem right now, except for this one. Now, if you know the channel, you know that I have multiple camera bags, so I forced myself to use this for the past couple of weeks to see if it's something that I would actually use in my day-to-day life. And I found 3 things that make this camera bag 100% worth it. Now you might be thinking, well, what's the problem with this camera bag? Well, what's the problem with all camera bags? Does this look like a camera bag? That's the problem. All camera bags look like camera bags, therefore making them easily identifiable to every mugger and thief on the planet. This is the Brevite jumper backpack in green. When they see this bag, they're going to think, oh, that's just full of nappies or dog treats. They're not going to think that this thing is filled with some of the most expensive gear known to man. Real quick, during the back and forth emails between me and this company about this bag, they felt the need to tell me that you do not pronounce the name Brevite. It is Brevite. I've just looked over at this bag, found an extra thing on the back. I'll tell you about it later. So let me tell you all about it first before I get into what do I actually think of it. It looks like a normal fabric that you won't be able to get wet. It actually is water resistant, so even if you're out in the rain, you don't have to put an extra sleeve over it or anything. It just will protect all your stuff. Leaning on that as well, it is actually machine washable. Yeah, so if you ever get this thing mucky, dirty, whatever you want to call it, throw it in the washing machine and it can be washed. That is mint. It can also fit a 16-inch MacBook Pro in the laptop sleeve at the back. So you know when you don't really want to take the bag off and expose all the gear to everybody around you just to take your camera out? Well, you've got side access on this bag so that you can just quickly take the camera out and put it back in. Then on the other side, you've got this elasticated pocket so that you can put a tripod into. I currently seem to have stuffed a lens hood in there. Now that's the outside of the bag. Let's take a look on the inside. Now this is just the front pocket. This is an extra little padded section that you get to keep hard drives, and you can even fit an iPad mini in there. Cables, chargers, whatever you want to throw in there, throw it in there. Then once you open the zipper behind this, now this is how you access your divider section. I personally keep a Canon R5 with a 70-200 or a 15-35 in this section, maybe a 35mm 1.8 and then a microphone and a little travel tripod, little, you know, the PGY Tech tripod, throw that in there. It's like an essentials bag kind of thing, everything that you need to get the job done. All these dividers inside are Velcro, so you can chop and change this to however you want it. It's also all green as well, so it matches the bag. Amazing. Now there is a roof in here that actually divides these 2 compartments into their own sections. However, you can remove that and use the entire bag as storage just straight through. Now of course, let's take a look in the loft section. Now when you open up the loft section, you do have this small piece of Velcro here. Not entirely sure what that's for. Don't know what you would probably attach to that. Your guess is as good as mine. However, you do have a zip in this top piece here to store all your SD cards, maybe spare batteries, whatever or in my case, a circular polarizer. Cool. It's not like a full-on commercial shoot kind of bag, it's more like a street photography kind of thing. Whatever I throw in here tends not to be camera related. However, you could just throw your drone controller or a second camera in there. There's plenty of roof in this top space. But wait, there's one more thing. This tiny little zip on the back, I had no idea it was here, so it only goes from here to here. That's cool. Okay. I'm not sure why you'd want a trackpad, but okay. Maybe this is where you put your hard drives, or maybe this is where you put your Magic Mouse, or even your charger for your laptop. That's what I think this is for, the accessory pouch. Now that's all the features, and they all sound cool on paper, but what's it actually like in real life? Because it's not a massive bag, it forces me to take less gear, which means that I'm only taking the essentials, and it means that I'm taking what I need. I'm not throwing in all the just-in-case kind of items. I'm not taking that 35mm, that 50mm, the 70-200, and a 15-35 all in the bag. 3 different microphones, wireless microphones, different tripods, you get the idea. Rather than turning up, having a million lenses and going, I don't know which one to use because I've got them all. But when you don't have them all, you use what you've got and you use it to the best of your ability. Number 2 is style. Now this bag, you can wear it with outfits. It's a fashion bag. It's not just, you know, I mean, I love the Nomatic bags, but they're just black, they're very military, and they say Nomatic, Peter McKinnon, they're very recognisable as camera bags. And having that pop of colour rather than just being a regular black bag just makes it fun. And the third thing, being the biggest thing that I love about this bag, is the fact that it just doesn't look like a camera bag. I'm not worried about pickpockets and thieves when I'm walking around with this bag. I feel like I can literally just go anywhere with it. Anytime that I'm on my way back from a shoot with the Nomatic bags and I have to stop in a shop or stop at the services to fill the car up, I'm always worried because it's a very recognisable bag. Whereas with this, it looks like something you'd probably keep your school books and papers in. And let's face it, who wants to steal paper? Correct. No one. Screw it, let's add a fourth thing to that list, and the fourth thing is that you can just wash it, like you can throw it in the washing machine and clean it if it ever gets dirty. That to me just blows my mind. Now, not every bag is perfect. It does have its cons, and one of the major cons for me is that it's flimsy. It doesn't have any rods in it to keep it fresh, like puffed out. Like whenever you wear it on your back or whenever you put it on the wall, it creases up very easily. So I'd like to see some rods just keeping this thing in place and keeping that look fresh and just clean. Now down here it's okay because this is padded, but up here I'd like to see just a little bit more rigidness in this arch. Okay, but to say that that's my only fault with the bag is pretty good, right? I mean, that's not a bad bag, that's a pretty good bag. By the way, green isn't the only colour that they have. They have a bunch of different colours, so the link will be in the description if you want to go and take a look. So there we have it, the Brevite jumper backpack. Now if you want to see what I keep in my camera bag at all times, you can watch that video here. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff you already love to do. I'll see you in the next one. Civvy.